Okay. You're silly. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Welcome back to Honesty Talks. I'm Ronnie. This is Ashley.
Welcome back, guys.
Take two.
Thank you all so much.
If you make it to the end of today's video,
You'll understand.
You'll understand why we're laughing. But we also always start our videos with laughter because it's the best medicine.
It is the best, and it's a genuine laughter. Like,
so genuine.
We always have something to laugh about. So thank you for joining in on our laughter once again.
Yes.
We appreciate you guys for all of your love and support.
Yes.
I really can't thank you enough. We have grown so much since we've started.
Yes.
And we know our videos are a little long sometimes, but we thank you for watching them.
Yeah, and appreciating them. And
yes.
Sending us feedback and gratitude, because we get so many thank yous, and we truly, this is why we do it. Like, that's why we do it, is to hear the thank yous.
Totally.
Because we felt a calling, and it was just a matter of taking action. And we decided to just take that action, and
here we are.
And it's almost a year. It'll be a year in a few months.
Isn't that crazy?
Like August. In August, it'll be a year.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a little thought, an idea, and the second you put it into action, it just kind of takes off. And
Totally.
And I guess that could be the topic today.
Yeah.
Just in what?
What does that mean? Oh man.
Rewind a little before we started this recording. What should today's topic be? Well, what have you mastered? You know, and one of those things can be just starting.
Yes.
And so that's what I'm saying.
There you go.
You have
just starting, yes.
Everyone has the ability to be creative, and it's creative to you yourself. Like, it's not creative in trying to mimic someone else, because if you try to mimic someone else, it's not going to flourish. But you always have that thought, like, what is it? That's a seed, right?
Yeah.
The thought is a seed. But the seed needs to transform. What?
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Apologies. We don't say sorry.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, you plant a seed.
Yes.
It needs darkness and nutrients to grow and transform, and then you get like a tree or a plant, right?
Yes.
The same thing is with ideas. You have a thought, that's an idea, but in order for it to grow and transform into something, you have to put action into it, or start a process, or just, as Nike says, just do it.
Just do it. And you just have to plant it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you don't know exactly what's going to happen. Like, you don't know if when you plant a seed, there's going to be a hurricane or a storm.
Yeah.
But chances are it's still going to grow if you plant it and it's being watered. And, you know, having storms and having obstacles are part of the growth of a flower.
Yeah.
And, or of anything, a tree. And you have to understand that when you plant something, you're just focused on planting it.
Yeah.
You're not focused on what it's going to turn into. You're just focusing on planting it and on watering it.
And nurturing it and providing the right space for it to grow.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like that you said that too, providing the right space for it to grow. Because even for us, like, we started our talks at Balance Flow.
That was the first one.
Yeah, the first one was there. We've even had a video.
We had an outdoor one.
Outdoors.
With cars going
and
by.
we've had it in the apartment we used to live in, and now we have our space. And this is still not the place where we're going to eventually do our actual show.
No.
What? But, you know, having that space where we can just have our ideas together and just grow and just be in a good environment has allowed us to build this and turn it into what it's become. And I think that it's only the beginning. Yeah. So you have to.
You know, I think with this episode too, I kind of want to make it into like a little survey type thing.
Cool.
Hopefully, you guys will give us some feedback after watching this episode. When we came up with this idea, we had some. This is such a stupid sentence.
This whole video is a meme.
You know, it's funny because I know you wanted to talk about something else, like with the whole before, like what have you mastered and how can we provide that? But in my head, all I was thinking is we need to have one where we're just ourselves, and which really is what's happening.
And didn't you said let's just play or something like that?
Yeah, I was like, let's just like just see where it goes. Basically, that's what I said. I was like, I want one where it's just where we just see where it goes. We're our natural selves. This is what happens when we're not even recording.
Yeah.
Like, literally this much laughter and not able to say words properly.
Yes, all the time.
All the time. Where was I going?
Yeah.
Oh, so we had the idea of the show. And it evolved into this sit-down, tea time show where you speak your truth. Which is why it's called Honest Tea Talks. Tea being tea. But we want, being the survey that I said just now, I want your guys' feedback in how much do you enjoy the sit-down aspect of this? Like, if we were to have guests, do you still want it in this natural state of just sofa, coffee table, tea, and just like banter, friendly banter, honest banter, truth coming out from each individual? Yeah, that's the kind of feedback I want. Yeah,
because I think the reason we do it like this is just because it's very homey, and it's like we get to be in our element and be ourselves, and it's hard to be yourself when you're like out there wearing makeup. It's like you're not your true self, but this is really like what we would be doing
at home.
Yeah, we were just like, our conversations are so great, we should just like record them, because we would grow so much from them that we would say like, damn, we should have recorded it,
and we like that. I mean, you're seeing our home. Like, this is literally our sofa and our coffee table. Yes. It's not a staged environment.
No, not at all.
I mean, you see the clean part of it.
Yes. Especially right now.
Yeah, but oh my gosh. We wanted it to feel comfortable because we want you, the viewers, to feel like you're here with us.
Yeah. And like you can be yourself.
Like you can be, exactly.
In the real world.
Yeah.
Without having to change who you are. I mean, like, we all like to filter up our social media accounts and like make them look nice, or even filter our lives. But at the end of the day, you feel best when you're
authentic
at home
self.
And you're yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that whole feel of everything is what we wanted. So even our guests, like, we want them to speak their truth and be themselves, and we want to help them spread their message and get into their heads, because we want to know about
what makes them tick, what makes them successful,
makes them happy,
what their definition of success is.
Exactly. And the more people I feel like you get to see, the more real it is, because you get to hear other people's journeys and stories and know that
you can do it too.
Yeah, totally. And that was our intention. So really, like, I think any feedback helps. Like, what do you want to hear more of? What topics do you want? What guidance do you want? Like, what?
And we take your guys' feedback seriously. Like, we've had people message, you've had a friend message you and suggest a bunch of topics, and I think we've talked on most of those topics.
We have.
Yeah, so no topic is off limits, because part of what this show is bringing you truth.
Yeah.
So give us what you want to hear about, and we'll do what research we can, and we'll also speak from the heart when it comes to our truth regarding that topic.
Yeah.
So please,
whether we agree with it or not.
Exactly.
Chances are, if you're thinking about it, we've experienced it or thought about it or know about it, and we don't know it all, but we know a good amount of stuff, and we've experienced a good amount of stuff together and separately.
Yeah.
And I think that your advice or your feedback just helps us understand more what you want to hear, because we have so much knowledge and so much wisdom and so much curiosity, and we're always talking about things.
And so many different points of view, because it's two perspectives here.
Totally.
Yeah.
And like different cultures. I mean, we talk about, like, on the regular, we talk about love, we talk about sex, we talk about success, we talk about money, we talk about fear, we talk about spirituality,
depression, anxiety, like
mental illness, drugs. We talk about just everything.
Yeah.
And TV shows. I mean, we talk about it all.
It's not all as we've said before, rainbows and butterflies.
Exactly.
You know, like, that's not life.
No.
Life isn't just sunshine all the time.
Yeah.
Life also encompasses the darkness. You have night and day.
Exactly. And we know you go on YouTube and you search, like, how do I blank, you know, and we want more suggestions on what it is that you're looking for when you go on YouTube. Like, how do I manage stress, or how do I meditate, or how do I have faith, or how do I sleep better, how do I, like, those things we know what to deal with, how to deal with, because we go through it, you know. And if there's anything specific that you may want to know, if you're not really comfortable with commenting on it here, you can just send us a message through our Instagram
or
email us. I mean, as long as we know what you want to talk about, because our whole point is talking about things that you wouldn't necessarily be able to find, just because people are afraid of talking about certain things. So.
Yeah, and don't, like she said, don't be afraid, because I know a lot of times people don't know who to talk to or turn to, especially in their lives. And just know that if you do reach out to us, we are very much responsive to the messages and comments. So,
and appreciate it.
And appreciate it. Yeah. Which is why we respond, because we appreciate that you took the time to watch a video and it hit something, it hit a chord with you, and we want to help. It's why we do it. So,
and I think that also, like, I have a lot of mentors and a lot of people that inspired me along the way. That's why I love watching TED Talks. And I think for me, even though I was watching them and it was like, oh cool, like these people said that meditation helps, or these people said that exercise helps, it's like a lot of times we're curious as to which exercises, or like, how do I meditate, how do I start? And you won't really find that too often, because it's hard to, not many people are sharing their current journeys with other people. So if you are stuck and you don't know really what to do with your situation, whether it's like relationship, getting out of a relationship, starting a relationship, finding the person, or you know, starting your business or wanting a business, you know, whatever it is, just let us know, because we do have the answers to a lot of those things, because we've done them ourselves. You know, we are we've changed our lives mentally, physically, and spiritually, and emotionally. And because we have, it has really attracted just so much success and happiness into our lives, and we want to share that with you guys so that you can say the same thing about your lives. And
and it's what I like to call a judgment-free zone, because part of the journey is first to stop judging yourself. You know.
Totally.
And so know that we are our most authentic selves for you guys, so that you feel comfortable being the same with us, because that's how that journey begins.
Being yourself. And that's hard to do. It shouldn't be that difficult, but it is.
In this day and age, it's very difficult.
It is. I mean, and you see, we can obviously like crop out our little mess ups, and we could get ready for this, like it was this huge
guilty, I put mascara on,
which is fine. I mean, like, if you feel like I could have easily had my hair like different, you know, like, you can, there's nothing wrong with that, but we don't go over the top with it, just because we want to show you guys that, you know, sometimes we will go over the top, and sometimes we will get dolled up, and sometimes we'll be in our pajamas, and
our main purpose was to keep it as real as possible. Which is why there's no script, which is why there's no editing, no cuts, no whatever. You'll get a blooper later.
A real one.
That's like as much editing as we do, is the title coming in and then the credits at the end.
Oh my goodness.
But that's awesome. Also my level of tech experience.
And that too, I mean, like, really, you don't need
a lot.
Our whole thing is you don't need a lot of resources
just start
to spread your message. Like, we are just talking. We are, and that's our gift.
And you can do that with your camera. When we first started, we were using our phones.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, I have a camera.
And it's like, that's it. And like natural lighting from our apartment. You know, like, you really don't need anything fancy. If you have those things, it just upgrades you a little bit, but like those
things will come. The thing is just finding what it is you're passionate about and just starting. And because once you start worrying, you're putting like a hurdle up for yourself.
Totally.
And then you're not letting the passion flow as it should.
Even like the photo shoot that I did, the other day someone asked me, they were like, oh my god, who did your makeup? And I was like, I did. Oh, who did your hair? And I was like, I did my hair. And they were like, what? Yeah, right. Like, you had a makeup squad. And I was like, yeah, right. Like, I didn't have money to do that. Like, I literally did my makeup with, like, the little things that I had. And I, like, went shopping for lingerie. I was like, I guess, like, let's just see what I got.
Yeah.
I even, crazily enough, I've never told this to anyone. I, like, no, I haven't even told you yet. So, secret coming out. I was struggling so much financially when I did this photo shoot that I even took back my lingerie. Like,
no.
Yes, I bought it and then I took it back. So that goes, yeah, straight
I thought
up.
you're not supposed to take that stuff back.
No, yeah, you can.
Oh.
If you don't like it for whatever reason, you could take it. And they told me that when I bought it.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, good, because I'm not giving this. And I kept like maybe one set. Yeah, like I have like my one piece and like a couple things, but I had another cover up that I didn't end up keeping, and it's like because I didn't have the resources, I didn't have like, and I could have stopped myself from doing it just because I didn't have those things, right?
And she was her most beautiful, authentic self in these pictures. Like when you look at the pictures, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful.
And it was, I did it. You know, like I was so terrified.
Yes.
You know, I've shared with you how terrified I was. I've shared with many people how intimidating it was for me to be in front of a camera because I didn't even enjoy being in my body.
It's a scary place.
Yeah, and I did it anyway. And whether it's starting up your business or writing the book that you want to write or whatever it is, just do it. Like, just start it.
Yes.
And then when you start, then you're like, okay, well, I could have done this better, or this isn't exactly what I wanted to do, or maybe I should change this. Like, you get to grow, but you can't grow something that you haven't planted yet.
Yeah.
So
you have to break out of your comfort zone.
You do.
And you can't want to do something because someone else did it.
Exactly.
And you can't want to try to do it like them. You have to do it like you.
Yes.
You have to make it you because you are a unique individual that has unique gifts to bring to this world or present to this world.
Yeah.
So that's how it's going to be authentic. Mm-hmm. That's how it's going to be successful because it's something that is unique to you.
It's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the more you play around with it and do it and fail at it and do it again and start over and change the name and change the setting and then rewrite it. I mean, whatever it is, you do it over and over again. It gets better with every single time you do it again.
Yeah.
And with every video we do, we are like better. We have more fun with it. We have more ideas. We have more clarity on what it is that we want to do.
Yep.
But if you never start, you never know. And that's like cliche, but it's the truth.
It's true.
If you don't start your journey, you'll never have a journey to be on.
I mean, part of this journey of this show is, I mean, you look at the first few videos compared to where it's at now, and it's changed, but not only did that change, the name changed.
Yeah.
It started with, hey, welcome to Truthful Tuesday, and then, like, Enlighten, and then Honest Tea Talks, and our channel name now is Honest Tea Talks, because it's our talk show.
Yeah.
It is a talk show. It will be
a talk show.
Nationally televised talk show.
Just wait on it. It's definitely happening.
Don't sleep on us.
No, don't sleep on me. Stop sleeping on me.
I don't know.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, we definitely have. It has grown, but only because we've started it, and everything else that we've done separately as well has grown because we've started. You know, and like don't expect to start working out every day. Just start working out.
Yeah.
Just start moving right now. Just start.
Same with like the meditation thing, right? Like everyone's always like, I can't do it. And it's like, yeah, you can, but you're telling yourself you can't.
Oh my gosh.
And the key thing is just starting.
Yes.
Like set your timer.
So many resources.
Yeah, set your timer for 5 minutes. Or, okay, I know everyone and their mama got a smartphone these days.
They do.
So
they do.
Go in your little app store.
Headspace.
Or your Google Play or whatever. And just search meditation app.
Yes, literally.
There's guided meditations. There's meditation timers.
Yes.
And seriously, and they'll build you up. You really only need 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Just to center yourself.
Yes.
That's meditation.
And just to like be quiet and away from your phone for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Is meditation in the beginning. Like Like, for real, you listening to something, even if you're not silent at all, and it's like totally stressful, for 5 minutes you were not doing anything. You were just laying there or sitting there like with peace.
It's a practice, just like anything. I don't just go out and become a professional baseball player. No. I'm like, okay, I want to be a professional baseball player. What do I need to do? Let me get a bat and a ball. Let me get out on that diamond. Let me start hitting. Let me start catching. You have to start somewhere. You can't just say, I can't do it.
No, like, especially if you've never tried. And if you say, yeah, I have tried, but it just doesn't work. I've tried. No, it's not supposed to work the way you think it's going to work.
Exactly.
Like, that's not, that's not how it works. Just like baseball players. They don't just play baseball to get better at playing baseball. They do a whole bunch of other things. So it's not just about the specific thing you're doing. I really do recommend Headspace. I think that it's really like user friendly. I think that they're really good at just talking to you, and it's even built my meditation up just because it's like really easy to listen to what they're saying and understand what's going on in your mind. And the metaphors that they use are really convenient. It's like like your thoughts are, it's like a busy street. They'll say things like that help you kind of like imagine what is going on in your mind and understand it instead of trying to silence it. A huge part of what meditation is just understanding what's going on in your mind and not trying to run away from it. And it'll say that like, a lot of times to meditate we think we have to run away from our thoughts, but that's not meditation.
No.
That's actually stress, because you're like, oh my god, all so many thoughts.
And it's funny, like, there's no right or wrong way. Like, she just said an app that you can use, and for me, I don't like the apps. For me, I just like to find a quiet space to sit, and I close my eyes and I imagine or visualize like a deity near my third eye or something to just focus on, an image to focus on within my mind. But everyone's is different.
Totally. Guided meditations on YouTube.
Yes.
There's
or just music. Meditation music.
So many things.
I the only app I use is a timer. It's like a gong. So it's not an alarm going bang, 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 like, because that's stressful. That sound is very stressful. If that's your alarm, I highly recommend you change your alarm to like peaceful music or birds or something waking you up, because just that you jump out of bed like already with the adrenaline going and you're stressed. But if you have something that kind of pulls you out of your sleep gently, you start your day a little less stressed.
Definitely.
I challenge you to try that.
Yes, I highly suggest that. I think that I've changed my alarm, definitely, and I've moved my phone away from my bed. I challenge you to do that as well. Move your phone away from you. Don't have it next to your bed, because if you're like, oh my god, snooze, like, you're already starting your day off wrong. Move your phone away from your bed. You don't need it while you're sleeping. You'll be okay without it. Like, let it go. Park it somewhere else. And when it goes off, you very happily get off of your bed and go walk to your phone, turn it off, and start your day. Start your day.
Along with that, as you're going to bed, I also highly recommend 30 minutes before bed, do not look at your phone. Like, there should be a cutoff time. Like, you plug it into your charger, walk away, get into bed, don't look at it again. Just let your mind settle, because it's stimulating to the senses, and if you're laying in bed looking at your phone and then you put it away, your mind is still absorbing all that light and the stimulation from it, like what you saw, and it's harder to fall asleep. But if you give your mind that time to quiet down and settle down, it's easier to fall into that sleep. That's the other thing. People have got TVs in their... I mean, I have a TV in my room, but I don't turn it on. In fact, I think the power supply to it is off.
Literally, like, I haven't owned a TV in a long time. I don't care to have a TV. We don't even have cable on our TV. We just watch like good movies and shows, and I like
it's the best thing
feel
ever.
So great. My life has changed. Removing cable and TV from my daily life has helped me grow as a person more than you could ever imagine. And it's those little things that people don't realize make such a difference. There's no freaking secret weapon. There's no secret like way to success. It's just like removing things that you feel are toxic.
Yeah, knowing
prioritizing.
Yeah, you know
what is good for you. I'm sorry, but like there are certain things that are not.
Yeah, not seeing the latest episode of whatever that's not high on my priority list. Because that's not adding to my life.
No,
that's watching like the newest episode of This Is Us isn't adding to my life in any way or my business in any way.
No.
Or my growth in any way. Yes, I watch it, but it's literally like maybe weeks later.
Yeah.
When I have a weekend free and I'm like catching up on Hulu or something. Like, don't get us wrong. We don't. It's not that we don't watch things. We watch things on like Netflix or Hulu, but again, it's not like I have to know. Like, because like I said, it's not adding to my life in any way.
Look, if you literally have your TV on all the time, and whether you're retired or you're working, if you come home, the first thing you do is turn the TV on and sit on your couch, there's a problem. It's an addiction and you should stop it. If the first thing you do when you wake up is turn on the news, it's a problem and you should stop it. It's not the first thing you should watch in the morning.
Here's some advice. If you're someone who doesn't know where to start when it comes to creating a habit or like exercise or eating right, think about something you do each day where when you sit down to do it, you think the first thought that arises is like, I shouldn't be doing this, but you still do it. That's the first thing you should try to give up. Because you're already aware that you shouldn't be doing it, but you're not stopping yourself from doing it. So if one of those things is you coming home and automatically turning the TV on and plopping down on your sofa, and the second you plop down on your sofa, you think to yourself, God, I shouldn't be doing this, but you continue to do it.
Don't do it.
That's the thing you need to stop. So instead, the next day, come home, don't turn that TV on, and see if there's something else you need to accomplish in that moment. And if it takes less than 5 minutes, do it right away. That's one of the things I remember learning.
Like, if it's super hard for you to, like, have the TV off, that's a clear sign that you need the TV off. Like, for real. And I know it's hard for you because most people leave it on. I know so many of my family members, like, are glued to the TV. They have it on, playing the news all day long.
Yeah.
And then when they're away, they record the news so they can come back and see it. And it's like, if you're doing that, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's no positivity in that. And it's taking away from you.
Yeah.
And if you can't turn it off, it's because, not because you don't want to, it's because you can't.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like you need to have it on, because if not, you're not aware, or you're not, like, understanding the world, and you're, like, disconnected with the world, when, like, the reason you're so connected to it is because you're disconnected with the real world.
Yeah.
And you need to reconnect with the real world and let go of this, like, artificial.
And it's one of those, what's that thing, FOMO? Fear of missing out.
Yes.
Or like you have to know everything. You have to know everything, but it's like you can't know everything. You'll never know everything. No, you will die without knowing everything. And that is not everything.
Yeah. That's what people need to understand.
Yeah.
The news is not everything.
No.
Things on TV, on the contrary, they're not real. They're not, like, they're fabricated and they're made to tell you what is everything. But everything is, like, outside.
And also, man, I lost my train of thought. There's some of the things you're shown on the news or TV is out of your control, right? There's things that happen, yes, you should be aware, but it's out of your control. Like, and that's where people get stressed out. And you have to bring yourself back to reality and remind yourself of what is within your control. You, your reactions, your environment around you.
Your impact.
Your impact. Those are feasible things that are under your control, like turning the TV off or choosing to eat like spinach instead of the cheesecake. You know, like these are things that are tangibly in your control, and you can make the right decision for yourself or your family that's eating with you.
And like you're not doing anything for the world by watching the news.
No.
In fact, you're like making there more problems by watching it, because you're not doing anything about it. You're just sitting there and you're like absorbing these things
and formulating.
You're not even working towards changing. So like you can't complain and say, "Oh, I'm watching the news because of all these things," and you're not aware because you don't watch the news. No, like I'm very aware, and very much making it a point every second of every day to make an impact and change the world so that I can live in a better place. And I'm doing great at it. Like, I'm happy, and the world that I'm around in my environment is very healthy, very productive. I don't struggle with like the things that I see on the news, not because my life is perfect, but because of what I choose to make my life. We need bloopers.
I know, but you know what? I end up deleting shit because I need to make room, so then I can't.
That's what I'm telling you. What I'm gonna buy is a new camera with memory cards and a memory holder box thing.
Okay, I'll set the timer here.
You know what I mean? Babe.
Or are we just doing
Let's
it?
just flow.
Okay.
Let's just do it. We'll know when it's too long, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're...
Okay.
Okay. That was interesting.
Ready? Yeah. Welcome to Honest Tea Talks. I'm Ashley.
And I...
Or time out, let's time out.